Attention, Seahawks fans connected. Special broadcast alert starting now. Buckle up because we're about to dive into the latest happenings with the team at full speed. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on this video, and let's uncover the secrets and moves of our Warriors together. Starting with some coaching staff news. Last Sunday, the Seahawks announced the hiring of Clint Kubiak as the new offensive coordinator. This decision follows the dismissal of Ryan Grubb, who led the offense this past season. Kubiak, 37, brings solid credentials, having recently served as the offensive coordinator for the Saints in 2024, and before that, as the passing game coordinator for the 49ers in 2023. At the Saints, Kubiak showed potential, especially early in the 2024 season, with impressive victories scoring 47 and 44 points in the first weeks. However, the season was marred by injuries to several offensive starters, which impacted the team's overall performance, ending with an average of 19.4 points per game. Now, the expectation is that Kubiak will bring a fresh approach to the Seahawks' offense, capitalizing on the talent of young stars like Jackson Smith-Njigba and promising defenders like Boy Mayfair and Derek Hall. Additionally, there's plenty of optimism surrounding the team's growth under head coach Mike Macdonald, who showed solid work in his first season in Seattle. Speaking of outlooks, fans are eager to see how the team will position itself in an extremely competitive NFC West. Although we didn't make the playoffs this season, there's plenty to build on, and the Seahawks have key pieces for a bright future. Now it's time to adjust the strategy and find consistency to climb back to the top of the division. What do you think about the hiring of Clint Kubiak? Do you believe he's the missing piece to give the Seahawks offense a new face? Switching gears, here's an important update. Head coach Mike Macdonald and GM John Schneider face a critical offseason. Among the key decisions is the future of two franchise stars, Geno Smith and DK Metcalf, both emerging as potential trade targets. Despite this, Macdonald and Schneider's focus may shift toward acquiring veteran reinforcements in the market, aiming to reignite playoff hopes or even a title run in the Pacific Northwest. Two names stand out in the market, both with Super Bowl experience but facing uncertainties with their teams. The first is Jordan Davis, defensive tackle for the Eagles. Davis made an immediate impact in the NFL, becoming a cornerstone of Philadelphia's defensive line in his rookie season. However, with young talents like Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith shining, the Eagles might face challenges retaining Davis in the future. Davis, under contract until 2026, saw his production dip in 2024, with lower numbers in tackles and sacks compared to his debut season. With a $5.3 million cap hit for 2025, Philadelphia may prioritize extending players like Carter and Smith, potentially creating a perfect opportunity for the Seahawks. Seattle urgently needs reinforcements on the interior defensive line, especially with Jarran Reed and Jonathan Hankins hitting free agency. Davis would be an ideal addition to strengthen the front seven and improve run defense, a key area where the Seahawks struggled last season. Another name potentially on the radar is a veteran with proven playoff experience. While there are no confirmations yet, rumors suggest an exciting offseason ahead. Fans can expect major decisions that will shape the franchise's future. What's your take on Jordan Davis coming to Seattle? Do you think he's the missing piece to bolster the Seahawks defense? Finally, let's talk about a big name who could be on Seattle's radar, Cooper Kupp. The Rams wide receiver and Super Bowl LVI MVP has an uncertain future in Los Angeles, with head coach Sean McVay admitting that nothing is guaranteed for the next season. This raises a major question. Should the Seahawks monitor Kupp's situation and consider making a move? Kupp, one of the league's most talented receivers, has a special connection to Washington State. He grew up in Yakima, just 2 hours from Seattle, and played college football at Eastern Washington, where he already displayed his incredible potential. Now, with the Rams facing salary cap challenges, Kupp could become available, either via trade or even as a free agent if the Rams decide to part ways with him. Of course, there are challenges to such a move. Kupp has a hefty contract with a $29.7 million cap hit and $22.2 million in dead money. However, depending on the negotiations, Seattle could restructure the deal and make room for one of the best wide receivers in the league. Now, let's think about how he would fit into the roster. Even with rumors of a potential DK Metcalf departure, Kupp could form an explosive duo with Jackson Smith-Njigba, our young and promising wide receiver. And if Seattle manages to keep Tyler Lockett for at least another season, we'd have an offensive trio capable of giving any NFL defense nightmares. Lockett, despite his significant cap hit, $30.8 million, remains a key offensive piece and could be part of this equation for one more year. Historically, Seattle has shown it can effectively utilize three top-tier receivers in the offense. Lockett, Metcalf, and Smith-Njigba proved that last season. Now imagine adding Kupp to the mix, a player capable of creating separation, running perfect routes, and making clutch plays when it matters most. But what about the cost? Would this be a risky move for the Seahawks? Absolutely. However, it's worth remembering that John Schneider and Pete Carroll have made bold bets in the past, and many of them paid off. If Kupp becomes available, it would be a mistake not to consider this opportunity. What do you think about this idea? Would you like to see Cooper Kupp wearing a Seahawks jersey? Do you think he's the missing piece to elevate our offense to the next level, or should the focus remain on strengthening other areas like the defensive line or secondary? Enjoyed the video? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's very important. Thanks for all your support, and let's go, Seahawks. Stay tuned to our channel for the latest and biggest updates on the Seattle Seahawks.